LA Rams, what's good? LA Rams, what's good? You ready? Let's go. It's Mike Nice. Let's go. Come on. This is the Rams house. Whose house? Rams house. Whose house? My team, my house. This is whose team? My team. Whose team? My dream, my team. Rams house. Whose house? Rams house. Whose house? My team, my house.
Ramily. Victory Friday. Welcome in. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, all that good jazz. Let's keep it going, Ramily. Our Rams are now 8-7, and this is a great run by the Rams. The Rams win last night, 30-22, and again, the score indicated a closer game than it was. This game was honestly a snooze fest, just like the Washington game. And then at the end, just wildness happened again. The Rams up by 3 scores, and they just let the Saints back in, a blocked punt. Just a bunch of craziness. But let's get into our offensive stars. I did post it here, so you could check it out. Matthew Stafford, 24-34, 328 yards, 2 touchdowns. Kyren Williams, 22 carries, 104 yards, touchdown. Puka 9 catches, 164 yards, and a touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, 6 catches, 82 yards, and a touchdown. Cooper Kupp really didn't have his best game. He did drop a few touchdowns, but overall, the Rams are loaded at this wide receiver position, and there's guys that can show up and show out any given Sunday or Thursday. Firstly, Kyren Williams, I love what we got with this guy. He had 1,000 yards on the season. He now has 5 of his last 6 games going over 100 rush yards, and his last 6 games over 100 yards total in each of them. So this man is just playing on another level. Second in rush yards now. Obviously, there's games to be played Sunday, so guys like Mostert, James Cook, who are ahead of him, could probably pass him. But Kyren Williams missed 4 games. There is a big aura right now with this team that between the fan base, and you can tell with the players that this team legitimately has a shot to make the Super Bowl. It obviously was not really a prediction by anybody before the season. I did have the Rams going 10-7, making the playoffs, but I wasn't sure if they could win a Super Bowl. But Mike LaFleur really has this offense clicking. You could really tell he's emulating his former team, the San Francisco 49ers, in which he was the offensive coordinator when they made the Super Bowl in 2019. We have the personnel on offense to be very similar to that team. We have the best quarterback that LaFleur has ever had. Kyren Williams really can emulate a Christian McCaffrey, a hard-nosed runner who could catch out the backfield. I will say McCaffrey is better, though. Offensive line, I think both teams are very close. Trent Williams is the big elite guy of the group, followed by Rob Havenstein. And then after that, I think you got a very similar playing field. Cooper Kupp, they have Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel. I mean, if you see the way Puka Nacua is playing, he's playing like a Deebo Samuel. He's getting wide receiver handoffs. He's running hard. He's breaking tackles. He's getting a ton of yak. It's only his first year, 5th-round pick. So the future is really bright in LA. And then George Kittle, Tyler Higbee. Obviously, Kittle is better, but I think Higbee is being utilized more and more. He's playing a lot better as of late. Davis Allen had a big game against the Ravens. Yesterday had 2 penalties called against him. holding in a false start. But overall, I think he has potential to really be our starter in the next year or two. With Higby signing an extension, I'd probably give Higby next year, and then after that, we could really see Davis Allen start to come along. Defensively, the Rams have some work to do. Not really sure what's going on in that secondary at times. At times, they look good. Mainly Quentin Lake. He's been a phenomenal guy in the slot, really clamping up those drag short to intermediate routes. Jacoby Durant did start over Darion Kendrick. It's like the Rams fan base, when we say something, it seems to be listened to by the coaching staffs, or maybe they just see it and I'm overthinking this, but it seems like when we push for something collectively, it does end up happening. I mean, we all got on Kendrick last week. We all were enjoying his play prior to last week, but last week was just so bad. There's no way you could have him out there. He did play limited, but Durant got the start. He looked good. He did allow a touchdown on A.T. Perry, which was an offensive pass interference. And a really good defensive play by Durant. He was right there. It's just A.T. Perry made the big catch. Big body guy, rookie. Another guy that I think has a lot of potential. I drafted him in a few dynasty leagues. So A.T. Perry, kudos to you on that OPI touchdown, but you did get it. I think the Saints should utilize him more. He's a big body receiver. But Keller Weatherspoon didn't have his best game at all. He also got torched, but there was no help in the secondary by Rashid Shaheed. Really not sure. I mean, everything seemed to be jammed towards that post route by Chris Olave. Everybody was drawn towards Olave. I mean, he was killing us to start the game before kind of disappearing after his drop. Um, Everybody just collapsed on one guy. Derek Carr read it. He was looking at Olave. He read off of it, threw a deep bomb. Carr is not a horrible quarterback like people make him out to be. He definitely gets the brunt of a lot of why the Saints are what they are. But I think if not for Carr, this team wouldn't even be at 7-8 right now. So secondary definitely needs to step up there. These busted coverages are happening every week. The last 3 weeks, there's been busted coverages, um, bad communication. Now we've seen this happen with Ramsey at times, but it was cleaned up. That's Jalen Ramsey. A lot of teams don't want to attack him, but the more this happens, the more offensive coordinators are going to see it and try to attack it. So we definitely need to fix that up. One thing on defense that we've completely fixed up and look very good at is stopping the run. The Rams have been clamping in and making quarterbacks try to beat them. They've been stopping the run. Gus Edwards, Keontae Mitchell, Antonio Gibson, Alvin Kamara, who's one of the best running backs in football, did not do anything at all. After, some people probably thought he would do well. He had that Christmas 6 touchdown game a few years back. Maybe this time of year, oh, this is the Kamara time, but we made an effort to stop him. We have big bodies on this D line. Jonah Williams balling. Bobby Brown is balling. Of course, we have the GOAT Aaron Donald, Kobe Turner, Michael Hoyt at times, but he's been better. I'm going to stop. He's been better, even in coverage. I mean, he had to cover Chris Olave, which was ridiculous, but he's getting better. And Byron Young, super fast, man. Like when you watch this guy, he overcommits at times, but then he runs back and still gets close to getting the ball carrier or the quarterback. The man is a baller. Ernest Jones, the best blitzing linebacker in football, continued to blitz yesterday. The Saints did a pretty damn good job of picking it up. He did get to Carr once, but Alvin Kamara started to block better. On his sack, Jamal Williams was the running back, kind of didn't do anything. Alvin Kamara is an elite runner and a very good pass protector. So Ernest Jones doing well. Happy with him. Um, One thing I will bring out on the blocked punt, the Saints, um, cornerback, whatever, push towards the line, and you've seen Russ follow him. So you would think he's going to pick up the block, but Russ just runs straight. Didn't end up being the guy that got the block, but I think if he did pick that block up, it would have helped the protection slide over more. I mean, the special teams group, that let's get into that now. I talked about the offensive defense. The special teams group now. Lucas Haversick is just so bad, like so bad. There was pregame reports all over Twitter, fans that were tweeting who were there early watching him kick. He was missing 40 yarders, 40 plus yarders. He was just off. He has a leg. Like the guy, I've mentioned this many times. He looks like he could hit it from 60 every time, but he is so inaccurate. You know immediately when he kicks if it's in or off, like in or out. I mean, it goes wide right or wide left. It is ridiculous. It's starting to become an issue. You could see you could see the look on McVay's face after his miss from 49 yards on a 4th and 2, which we need to start. I mean, he's going to be gone. We have a extended bye week here. He's going to be gone. Riley from the Lions looks like a fill-in for him. 15 to 17 on the year, released by the Lions this past week. We have an extended period of time now. Mason Crosby's probably washed. We let him go. If he couldn't beat Lucas Haversick out, then he's definitely done for. But Haversick, yeah, he made 3 field goals from 20 to 30 yards. I mean, come on. He made his extra points, but he can't hit anything from 40 plus, and we need that. If we do somehow stick with this guy, 4th and 3, 4th and 4, we have to go for it at that. If it's a 40 plus yard field goal, we have to. Or we got to punt it and just play field possession, because when you miss a field goal, the ball is placed at where the holder held the ball, not at where the ball is being snapped from. So you're just giving the team the ball at close to the 50 at that point, and we can't do that. It will get away with it against teams like the Saints, who I'm not going to say they're a bad team, but they're definitely not a team like the 49ers, the Eagles, the Cowboys, the Lions. These teams that come playoff time, we're going to have to bring our A game. And when you play teams like that, you need all 3 groups. Matter of fact, 4. You need the offense, defense, special teams, and coaching to be on par. I trust our coaching. I trust our offense. I do trust our defense. I know at times it looks off, like, what are we doing? I think when push comes to shove, they do step up. And I don't trust our special teams at all. I don't even trust our kick returner, Trammell. I like when he fair catches it on kickoffs. Punt returns, I like when he fair catches it. When he runs, I get nervous. He's a little guy. Obviously don't trust Lucas Haversick. He's horrible. I don't trust our protection on punts. I do trust Ethan Evans, has a leg, but we need to protect him better. The special teams coaching is horrible, because when it comes to things like that, that's all coaching. You have to have guys prepared. Special teams is a big part of football, and you can't lose out on special teams. We're the 32nd ranked special teams. 11 missed field goals this year, most in the NFL since 2015, and we still have 2 games left. So we need to fix that. So there's pros and there's cons to every game, but I feel like I'm repeating myself with the special teams. It's a constant disaster, and it needs to be fixed. I will say some people that have been impressing me, flying under the radar. Steve Avella, he seems like he's getting better every week. Dotson, Shelton. You know what? The whole offensive line, they've been playing phenomenal. And if you give Stafford time, he is going to light you up. Ladies and gentlemen, Matthew Stafford is the best quarterback in the NFC. Matthew Stafford is the only quarterback in the NFC that has a Super Bowl title. Matthew Stafford, come playoff time, no one's going to want to play him. He's hot right now. Last 5 games, 14 touchdowns, 1 interception, over 1,300 pass yards. The man is just doing it all. Saints, top 10 ranked defense. Ravens, Browns, number 1 and 2. He's not playing pushovers. Sure, Arizona was an easy game. Seattle, I mean, you see what they've been doing. They're a decent defensive team, and it's a division game, so those are always tough. Matthew Stafford's doing this against some good competition, and we need that. We've been tested all year. This team has been through adversity all year, and they're overcoming it. We were 3-6. Stafford was hurt. We had Brett Ripon starting against the Packers. I was so down. I was nervous about the Stafford news. I thought he was going on IR. This was going to be the same case as last year. Injuries just derail our season. Because without Matthew Stafford, this team is not the same. I'm not sure what Carson Wentz could have done, but I know he's better than Brett Ripon because anybody's better than Brett Ripon. We had Kyren Williams out for 4 games. The point differential between Kyren being in was like at yesterday's game, 27 points per game with him, 14 points per game without him, 100 yards difference on offense. Insane how much better we are with Kyren Williams. And to miss him for 4 games was just brutal. What he does is he makes defenders miss tackles. A lot of those plays yesterday, he could have lost 2 yards and he ended up getting 3 to 5 yards. The man is just balling. A 5th-round gem. Puka Nakua, a 5th-round gem. And Puka's about to set the rookie record. I need to look up the exact yards he needs, but I believe it's like 140, 150 yards these next 2 to set the rookie record as a 5th-round pick. He needs 3 more yards to pass Randy Moss. He just passed Odell Beckham's rookie record, who Odell was talked about as the next big thing after his rookie season, mainly due to that Cowboys miraculous catch. But what Puka's doing statistically is insane because not only is he doing it as a pass catcher, guy running out of the backfield on reverses, he's blocking. Like, blocking on this team is huge. Big reason you're not seeing Tutu Atwell out there. He pretty much got shunned by Demarcus Robinson because blocking, and overall, Demarcus Robinson's just having the best streak of his career right now. The Rams offense is just perfect. They leave a lot of points on the board. Puka Nakua was open yesterday. Stafford just missed him. And then there was another pass to him, the same drive. Should have been a touchdown. He dropped it. It could have been. It was a legal contact there by the defender, but Puka still had it right there. He could have caught it. But the offense still put up 30 points, 3 touchdowns, 3 field goals. We're on to the Giants now. I will be at that game at MetLife. So if you're there, let me know. We can meet up. But the Rams get it done. Now we could just enjoy this Sunday. We got our business handled. We have an extended break. Unfortunately, I mean, it's just playing the Giants. Not sure we really need an extended break to play them. But thank you, NFL, because this is what you've done all year. Make sure to like, subscribe, share. You can follow me on TikTok, Ramsaholic, Twitter at Shay tweeted that. You can type in Ramsaholic, I'll probably still pop up. And then right here on YouTube, I appreciate you all. Take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones, and I'm out.